What's going on, everyone? I'm just a typical average American here today to react and enjoy some Canadian memes. With these meme compilations, you really do not know what to expect. Not only that, I expect some funny Canadian memery to be presented before me, but you can expect me to try to figure them out, interpret the humor. It's kind of what I do. I take my American little point of view and I try to reason out why these Canadian memes are funny. But most of the time it's obvious, but sometimes I feel like I don't get the joke. But let's see, maybe these are all just super wholesome, straightforward Canadian memes, funny, making people crack up, as the title says. Kind of a weird title. Anyway, let's get to it. Here we go. Canadian memes. 3 oceans, 31,000 lakes, 243,000 kilometers of coastline, one amazing country. Wow, it's Canada. That's just describing Canada. How wholesome. What a beautiful. Is that even a meme at that point? It's more like a statement, really. Me, I don't think any customers will come in this weather. The customers. Yes, Canadians are tougher in the snow, much tougher than your average American at bearing the harsh Canadian weather. Although that Americans do seem to think that all Canadians live in permanent, frozen over wasteland winter, permafrost land, which I know is not necessarily true. But I do like to think that all Canadians have this this overall attribute of being accustomed to snow. And yes, they do probably act as patrons at their local stores, even in the worst of blizzards. So that's good. How's that for an analysis for you? Okay, Canadian kids wearing shorts when it's 10 degrees Celsius out. Australian kids wearing jackets when it's 30 degrees Celsius out. American kids not understanding the meme because they don't know what Celsius is. Exactly. I don't know what's going on here. I assume Canadian kids wearing shorts when it's freezing out because they just don't care. Australians wear jackets to be even warmer when it's already warm out. 30 Celsius. How much is that Fahrenheit? I need units of measurement that make sense to me. I'm sorry. 30 Celsius to Fahrenheit. 86. Yes. You would not want to be wearing a jacket in those conditions. Let us move on. Yes, I don't understand. Well, now I kind of do. But I am definitely that bottom panel. New Zealand to Canada. No, New Zealand. Yo, Canada. Can I copy your homework? Canada. Yeah, sure. Just change a few things so it's not so obvious. Wow, these are two different countries? New Zealand. That is literally the Canadian dollar. I understand. I mean, can you really blame them? I've seen TikToks of the Canadian dollar. Like, it's hard to rip, right? It's pretty robust. Very modern technology built into the Canadian bills. I like it. Yeah, same portrait, basically. Almost the same font, really. The plastic strip. But, if it's a good design, it's a good design. This is the most Canadian thing to ever happen. Well, here's rural Nova Scotia in 2 pictures, taken a day apart. Bring back my wheelbarrow. Thank you for bringing back my wheelbarrow. Wow, that's just nice. Canada, that's why Canada has that reputation with Americans for being so nice. But why did they steal his wheelbarrow in the first place? Huh. Every Canadian has their breaking point. Maybe they just stole the wheelbarrow, and finally that Canadian sense of shame and fellowship came back. And then they put a sign out thanking them. Sometimes you gotta think, is this really, I'm gonna choose to think this happened and was not a setup. It is very nice, very touching. What do we have here? Canadian satisfaction is kicking these off. Yes. Not just Canadian satisfaction, the rare time that it's snowy enough in the US to do this to your car. Well, for one thing, that sucker right there, that would hurt your toe to kick that thing. Because I'm just wearing my normal sneakers in the snow. I don't have special hard-toed anything. But it is super satisfying when you can kick the snow off the wheel. That huge blob. They're really hard, though. I know from experience. Not too easy to kick off. Maybe Canadians have, like, hardened their... There's all sorts of special Canadian superpowers, aren't there? They have hardened their toes so that they can kick these huge hunks of ice off their wheels. The only place on the planet that survived inflation. I don't know Kirkland, although that does sound a little familiar. The $1.50 hot dog and drink. Because there's a joke just like this in the US for Costco. Costco has, right? Am I crazy? Hold on. $1.50 hot dog. Costco, yeah, the $1.50 hot dog soda combo. Never changes. Immune to inflation. Just like, wow, I didn't know Canada had its own little thing like that. It's actually nice that we have that in common. Okay, attention. Please open the door carefully as there is a bat sleeping on it. There he is. He is sleeping on it. Wait, how long has that bat been sleeping there that it necessitates its own sign? Very nice, though. Very, very sweet. I'm not sure this is a meme, by the way. This is more like a funny picture. But yeah, I'm not going to get into that. You know what? I'm going to cut that out right now, or else that's just going to take the fun out of it. For all purposes, these are memes. Here, this actually is a meme. Hose. Jose. Jose. I get it. I think I did that one correctly. Jose. And it's the Canadian one. I think I did that perfectly. I understood it. In Canada, we play a game called Am I on the Road? Oh my god. Tell me about it. Luckily, like, this doesn't happen too much in the US, depending on where you live, but it's scary. Because people in the US are already bad at driving, and they have absolutely no clue how to drive in the snow. So, when you can't see as well, it's actually genuinely scary. Me, looking out the window in the morning to see what season we doing today. Does the weather change that much in Canada? Is it that unpredictable? There's jokes like this for, like, different states in America. Different states have reputations for having the wildest, most unpredictable weather, and it's true. When you're from Vancouver and marry an Alberta woman, she is doing all the hard work here. She is down, changing the tire. The guy's just standing to the side. So what? Women from Alberta are like with it, tough. They know how to get things done? Or is it saying that men from Vancouver don't know how to change wheels? Or is it a combination? This is one I really have no idea which way the joke is supposed to be there. Welcome to Canada. Outside seating available. What? They had to have done this just for the photo. Although I gotta say, it does actually look like they're sitting down enjoying whatever the heck they're eating. There's no way. There's no... You know what? Maybe this is truth. Maybe this isn't an exaggeration. Sitting in a snow-covered table outside. Why not? American. You Canadians are very polite and boring. What you guys do for fun? Me. Watch your election. Oh, God. Tell me about it. You know, it's probably more fun for Canadians to watch our politics somewhat, because at least it does affect them, because we're Canada's neighbor, but it's not like directly their political system at stake, where for us in America, we can't even derive any entertainment from the crazy political situations. No matter how cold it gets, I'm still sleeping with a fan on. Really? Uh, I'm just kind of. Those are the most frozen school buses I've ever seen in my life. I'm kind of mesmerized by them. It almost looks like a 3D rendering. Anyway, yes, Canadians immune to cold, sleeping with the fan on. I'm sure there are some Canadians who actually do that. Some weirdos out there in America and Canada like being super cold when they sleep. I don't get it. Saskatchewan, Canada. I don't get it. It's a beautiful picture. It's a wonderful, beautiful picture. I don't get it. Saskatchewan. Okay. Made in Canada. A tweet. Driving before your windshield defrosts when you're late. What is an extreme sport? Yes. Yeah, seriously. Like I was kind of saying this earlier. It's kind of scary. But yeah, especially if you have to work early in the morning and you like have to go. There's no waiting around. That's an extreme sport. You can't wait for your windshield to defrost. You got to go, and it's a little crazy. Okay, here, what do we have here? Tom Brady is the greatest athlete of all time? Question mark. Give me a break. Terry Fox ran a full marathon every day on one artificial leg for 143 days until he died and raised billions cents for cancer. He did not for himself nor for glory. There is no greater athlete than that, period. You know, that is amazing. I think throughout my experience watching Canadian YouTube, I have heard of this Terry Fox. And it is pretty amazing what he's done. This is not a story that's known in the United States. So I had to learn about him probably from like a meme. I don't think I first heard of him from a meme compilation like this, but seriously, he is like, that is one of the most amazing athletic stories. No matter how you twist it, that's amazing. Like, safety tips for driving in the snow. Install winter tires, drive south, continue until you see palm trees, apply brakes and sunscreen. So the only real tip for driving in the snow is get out of there. Go to the warm. Go south. Go where it's warm. I agree. That is the only tip. When you want to surprise your girlfriend by taking her to the most expensive place in the city. It's a gas station. Is it a fancy gas station? What's the joke here? When you want to surprise your girlfriend by taking her to the most expensive place in the city. But it's not. Is this gas station super expensive? Is that the joke? Is the joke that gas is really expensive? I think I just figured it out through deductive reasoning. It's not like you can buy a meal there, though, right? Well, you probably can, but not fancy. Okay, I think I get it. I probably just sucked any fun out of that joke that there was through the analysis. The rear defroster should take care of this. I am guilty of not taking the extra 30 seconds to scrape snow off my car very well. To be honest, gas pump, credit or debit? Are you a member? Would you like to be? Select fuel. How about a car wash? You sure? Did I do something wrong? Are you mad? Would you like a receipt? Me, freezing to death outside as you try to get gas. Yes. Americans don't even need it to be snowing to feel like this meme. Freezing to death. If it's just slightly cold out, I cannot stand how slow, even though it's not that slow to get gas. All the little questions, it's not even that much of an exaggeration some places. Anyway. Oh, we have Harry Potter memes. Very good. Canada is Professor McGonagall. Why is it when something happens, it is always you three? Alberta, Quebec, Ontario. Are these three provinces always like the highlights of the news in Canada? Or is it where wild stuff happens? I understand the joke. I just don't have any context for it. Because I don't know Canadian news or anything. But okay, I think I get it. Very funny. Ha ha ha. What normal people see. Goose? What Canadians see. Velociraptors are. I've heard this, like that the goose or are really aggressive. Canadians fear these creatures to the extent that they're basically raptors. I've never experienced this in person. Really aggressive, scary. Okay, it makes me scared to visit. That I'm gonna run into a pack of velociraptors. What is this? It's Canada in the past and the present, and the mountain is the same. What does it all mean? Is this a joke? I feel like this is just a historical time lapse, really. I have a joke about Canada Post, but it's still at the warehouse in Mississauga? Mississauga? I'm ruining this because I can't even pronounce this. Mississauga. I have a joke about Canada Post, Canada Mail, but it's still at the warehouse. So, post or mail in Canada is really slow? Is the joke? Okay, I didn't know that. Oh, I'm trying to. I feel like it's important for me. If I can't catch the humor in the meme, I have to at least understand it. We know he can't swim, but can Richard Funk? Richard Funk. Can Richard Funk? Like, can he be funky? We know he can swim, but can he be funk? Okay, that is a funny how that worked out. If that was actually on TV, probably was. Okay, what do we have here? A comic. This touchdown's for you, Jesus. And there's Jesus watching hockey. Is that Americans on top? We think that God is watching, thanking him for our touchdowns in football, but he's not even watching. The truth is he's watching hockey in Canada. The Canadians are nice stereotype is funny, considering their favorite sport is beating the absolute F out of each other with sticks while knives are strapped to their feet. Yes. Hockey is violent. I kind of forgot about that. I don't watch a lot of hockey, but isn't it like part of the game that you can get into fist fights? That's part of it, right? And yes, you do have knives on your feet. Hopefully that's one way to put it. Okay, when that +4 sun hits you in March. So when it's actually warm out in March. A very rare event. Okay. Home security reminder. A lot of people are going away for Christmas, which makes their homes easy pickings for burglars. For security reasons, I strongly recommend leaving one of your children behind to construct a series of elaborate booby traps and defend your interests. Home Alone joke. This one I do get. I mean, I'm assuming Canadians are big Home Alone fans as well. Classic Christmas movie where they leave behind their child and he creates booby traps and defends the house from burglars. Yeah, I didn't know Home Alone was so popular in Canada too. Good. Drinking is age 16, Germany. 16, ours is 18. That's like France, England, Spain, I think. 18, we have to be 21 in America, yes. You guys have a drinking age? What? Wait, what's the Canadian drinking age? What? What? Drinking age in Canada. I've never looked this up. Well, it's 19 years and older. Wait, what's the joke? Every 18 and older. Standard drinks per week per person are calculated for each person on legal drinking age? Huh? I don't get it. Now, I thought this was saying there's no drinking age in Canada. Because the Canadian is saying, you guys have a drinking age? Or is it saying, what's it saying? It's either saying that there's none, or that the age is forever. I don't get it. And my Google search is telling me the age in Canada is 19, which would put it in between this panel and that in America, the second and third panel. This one confuses me. I don't get it. We finally ran into one where I don't know if I'm going to get it. That's okay, though. South be like, oh no, it's the end of the world. Let's shut down everything. Everybody inside. A quarter inch of snow. Canada be like, okay, time to go to work. My God, how did that block of snow get on that car, by the way? But yes, Americans lose their mind with the tiniest bit of snow. It's because people don't know, like, they think they're going to slip off the road. They might. That's a serious hazard. But it's because there's, like, kind of an art to driving in ice, on ice and snow. You got to, like, know how to move your car. So yeah, American cities and schools will shut down. I love it. I personally, I mean, I reap all the benefits. Everything gets shut down. You just stay home, chill. Canadians are just driving with 12-ton cubes of snow on their car. Okay, UPS. Your package is in your city on a truck driven by Mike. It will arrive at your doorstep at 6:27 p.m. Oh, what's this? An Adobe pop-up? No. Get out of here, pop-up. Okay, so UPS, very specific. FedEx, your package is coming. You'll get it when we get there. Canada Post, what package? Is the Canada Post so bad and slow? This is the second meme that is ragging on Canadian Post. I never knew that. Amazon, we are already inside your apartment. Check the bathroom. Facebook, we know you were thinking about getting a toaster. Here are 20 ads. True. Very true. Your phone can, like, hear you. Your phone, like, I've had an ad pop up on my phone after just talking about, like, a clock or something or whatever, a toaster. And it'll pop up in all your ads. Next thing you know, the Canada Post is slow. I didn't know that was a thing. When your family won't shotgun beers with you at 9 a.m. on Christmas. Well, happy birthday, Jesus. Sorry your party's so lame. Do Canadians love drinking that early on Christmas? Canadians know how to have a good time. Okay. Paid my power bill. Now I have a warm place to starve to death. Wait. Paid my power bill. Now I've... Okay. You spent so much on the power bill that you have no more money left for food. But at least your place is warm as you die of starvation. Okay, very funny. If you're ever in Canada, make sure to visit Scarborough, Ontario. I don't get it. It's a river? Mountains. There's some people canoeing. If you're ever in Canada, make sure to visit Scarborough, Ontario. What is the joke? I'm very confused. I'm supposed to... There's a tree? I don't know. I feel like if I keep looking, something's going to pop up to me, but... There must be something to this. There has to be some kind of joke or thing here that I'm not getting. That's okay. That's okay. We all knew that would happen. What does this say? What's that word at the top? When you live somewhere where the air hurts your face and you're trying to figure out why you live where the air hurts your face. When it's that cold that just the air hurts your face. And yes, the cute cat with the hurt expression. Very good. Canadians, when seeing Canadian scenery in American movies. Yeah, it's like, yes, that's us. There it is. Yeah. I'm sure it does stick out. Because I never really think about it, but Hollywood is like a super massive producer of like every popular movie in the world. So Americans, I feel like, don't even think about that America is showcased in like all of the Hollywood movies. So we don't even like think about that stuff, but I get now Canadians being like, hey, they're showing Canada locations in this movie. So it's kind of like less common. I get it. If you're Canadian and use milk bags and have never cut the tip off the bag by sawing it with a steak knife, because nothing was available. You're lying. I feel like I'd always be caught doing that. I have never seen a bagged milk in person. But what? Do you have like a special bagged milk scissors? Like, are they super fancy? Is there a special bagged milk knife? Steak knife. Sounds fun. Sounds like the preferred way to do it. My girlfriend hates the cold. Can you preheat my apartment? I'm on my way home. What are you, banana bread? Be very careful with what you say next. Can you preheat my apartment? What are you, banana bread? What does that mean? Is this some kind of insult? Calling someone banana bread? What are you saying about them if you're calling them banana bread? Huh. He seems to have taken it very seriously, though. Be careful what you say next. I don't get it. I'm sure there's something very, very funny here that is lost on me. USA. If mosquitoes up in Canada are so bad, why don't you just buy bug spray? Meanwhile, mosquitoes in Canada drinking literally out of the bug spray bottle. Those are some tough mosquitoes. My God. Okay, scary. So what do you want for Christmas? Well, lately I've been really into groceries and gas. Utilities are cool, stuff like that. Okay, stuff is expensive. The gas is apparently very expensive in Canada. Dad's after filling up the tank and then seeing gas is 2 cents cheaper per liter at a different gas station. Yes, this happens in the United States as well. Sometimes you're like right on the border between different states, and one state for some reason has much cheaper gas. That can happen, and then you're super annoyed. Or just seeing something down the street. That's, yes, I totally relate to that. If bears are so dangerous, then explain this. What, why they have cute, fluffy ears? Is that what we're saying? They'll still probably tear your head off, no matter how cute they are. This is what you guys are excited for? It's the people who don't go outside that say winter is better than summer. This is what you guys are excited for. What, melting snow? It's the people who don't go outside that say winter is better than summer. Okay, I think I get this. Because you want to be excited for warmer weather? Or is it that you're excited for snow? No, I'm thinking about this too hard. I'm thinking too deeply. This is what you guys are excited for. Winter. It's the people who don't go outside that say winter is better than summer. Yes. Yes. People like to romanticize cold winter, but then they're the ones who just sit inside and look at it through their window or something and just like the idea of winter. Okay. Yeah, I was thinking about that too hard. I was thinking like, oh, are we talking about melted snow? Or anyway, no matter how cold it gets, there is always this person who wears shorts. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. That is true even in the United States. There's always that person who just wears shorts. What foreigners are scared of in Canada? Bears, wolves. What Canadians are scared of? Yeah, the geese. The goose. When they're screaming like that, it is scary. They're gonna nip you with their little beak. Nip you. That's like the 10th time I've seen that joke. Must be kind of some truth to it. It's almost that time of year when other women look cute in their flannel shirts, and I look like I've misplaced my axe. Yeah, I've never really worn flannel. I would be worried that I'd be the one guy who just looks like a lumberjack or something. Everyone else just looks normal, and everyone's like, oh, that's so neat. What a cool pattern. And I'm the one I decide to wear it, and suddenly it looks weird. Why do you look like a lumberjack? Why are you being so weird? The one time. Like, I don't know why I relate to that one so much. Okay, that's it. The Canadian memes. That was a lot of memes, my goodness. I think I had like a 93% success rate there of understanding the memes. This was by Daily Humor, and I liked that. I always liked the Canadian memes. Somehow, these are supposed to be just a funny, enjoyable video for me. And instead, it turns into like this puzzle contest where I'm trying to problem solve all the memes because just being American, somehow I don't get these, even though they're not that complicated. Anyone, I feel like I understood most of these. I shouldn't be so hard on myself. Anyway, I made it through. I enjoyed the memes. If you enjoyed this video, feel free to give it a like or leave a comment. And if you're interested in more videos like this, me reacting to Canada, Canadian culture, stuff in Canada that I've never seen before, feel free to subscribe for more. And until then, thanks for watching, and see you next time.